happy Monday. We are all in the car because today is a bank holiday and we are currently at an open farm. We just parked. It's quite busy, I thought that, but Alfie, are you ready to go and see the animals? And some tractors?
Hello!
Hello.
Hello!
So yeah, we're gonna show you what we see. We haven't been to this farm before. It's the biggest one around where we are, so it's about an hour drive from the house, and we are gonna see if we can see some animals. I'm hoping to see a baby llama and a baby cow close up.
Yeah.
Clip before I go and do the school runs. Today is going to be a busy day, so I've tried to do as much as I could before the school runs. I've done all the laundry folding and I've tried to clear the kitchen a little bit. I've made a quiche for tonight's dinner because we have swimming and I need to feed the boys very quickly between when we come back from swimming. Excuse Alfie screaming in the background. He's watching TV and is very passionate about it. So I have about half an hour to feed the boys between when we come back from swimming and when we go and get James. So I try to either have something quick to make or prepare in advance and just reheat. So I've made a quiche. I've made it now because I'm gonna have so much to do today. I have all the boys ready for the school run minus Alfie's feet. He refused to wear some red. I was going to put some clean socks on him this morning and I brought some red socks with the car, which is it has always worn fine before. I actually really liked the idea there was a car on them. For some reason this morning was not a red sock morning. Refused the red socks, very upset about them, and in the end I got him to pick and he picked some grey one with green on them, but he refuses to wear two socks. He just wants one, except it's raining outside. We're gonna have to wear the two socks, so I'm gonna have to get that sorted. He's only going to school for 1 hour today. It's not very happy for me because I needed a longer time. Oh, my quiche is cooked. I really needed longer to be able to work. I'm releasing a lot of new stickers today. I've worked so hard the last few days and I still have all the listings to create, and that's going to take a few hours, so I'm going to have to manage to do that somehow when Alfie is here. It might be very late before I release the stickers, but I'll do my best. Then sorry, you're only going for 1 hour because they are doing the end of year speech assessments. Now the thing is, he has to go for that hour. The speech therapist is actually the usual one who has never met him before. She was on maternity leave and she's only back. She doesn't know yet that they didn't manage to do the assessment at the start of the year, so they had to observe him for 3 months to be able to get all the information they got from the other children in 1 hour, because he does, if you ask him to do something, he simply will not do it. Unless he has decided he would do it himself. It's not something he can just say, oh, okay, we're going to do that activity, that activity, that activity. That doesn't work with him. Anyway, I'm going to bring him along. It's from 9:30 till 10:30, and I'll go and pick him up, and then I need to work until the swimming. And the good thing is that tonight is the first semi-final of the Eurovision, so my goal would be to manage to release everything I have to release before 8 o'clock. This way I can just I can just watch TV in peace, not having to worry about releasing stuff. This first semi-final is the one where most of my favorite acts are, which is not good because the second one is not as good, and there's automatically going to be some acts which I think should be all going through the final who are not going to go, when some of the second one will be going through when I think they shouldn't. That's the way it's played, that's how it is. Anyway, time for the school run. I'll catch up with you later on. So it is now 6:40 and I feel like I have managed the impossible today. I have managed to release all my new stickers and all. I figured that working with my iPad, I bought myself an iPad which I wanted for work purposes. So I have a Samsung tablet which I had for a while, and I'm using it more like for on the go and all, but I wanted an iPad to be able to draw on it directly and all, more for like my sticker business. So it's kind of my work iPad, but so far I hadn't had a chance to properly start using it. Still haven't had a chance to do much, but I tried to use it today to list everything, and I figured out how much quicker it was to do it with an iPad, where you can just go like this to move stuff around instead of having to click everywhere, go and get files and all that. It's just so much more straightforward and save me so much time. So I thought I really genuinely thought there's no chance by the time the Eurovision starts at 8 I'm going to be able to sit down and unwind, but it's happening. It is happening. The dinner is ready, the boys have been fed, Alfie's in bed. I've actually just filmed a video for my Paper Gang subscription for my other channel. I feel very proud of myself. I even had some improvised visit of Therese. When we were leaving swimming, her daughter was going to a class just after, which is usually not on that day, and she had an hour to wait, so she came to the house, and when she had to leave was the time we had to leave to go and get James. I just feel like there was so much, and I felt like nothing would happen, and everything has happened. And now I even have like an hour to try and unwind a little bit. I have printed my scorecards for the semi-finals, and I'm ready to do that. So what I'm gonna do, because I know a lot of people don't like the Eurovision, okay, I am aware of this, but this is one of the weeks I wait for all year round. I love it so much, and the last few weeks have been very difficult, and this may sound very sad to some people, but the Eurovision is what got me through the last few weeks, because I thought, in a few weeks there's this, and then the week after is your birthday. It's gonna be great, don't worry, it's gonna be fine. And today was a very difficult day, and having this as a reward tonight feels absolutely amazing. So yes, I feel like I've really deserved it, and I'm gonna enjoy it. So what I'm gonna do, because I know last year I thought nobody would care, and somebody contacted me after and they liked the Eurovision, and I was shocked because I didn't expect it, but it was great, a great feeling. So I am going to do a thing where at each semi-final I'm going to give my pronostic before the semi-final and see how many I got wrong, and then at the final I will maybe do the top 10, maybe not in the right order, but I will just say who I think is in the top 10. So then each of the nights it's like 10 people who I think are going to be either going through or in the top 10 on the final. and I'm gonna say even who I think will win for the final. I have a few who I think are strong contenders, but I want to see them perform. I've only seen rehearsals so far. I want to see them perform for the semi-finals to decide before I say anything. But yeah, so I'm sorry, you're gonna have to listen to Eurovision talk. This is something I love and I want to record this, so it's happening. Okay, so before Eurovision starts, semi-final 1, my prediction is that the ones going through, now this was a very hard choice because I had more that I wanted to go through than there was spots available, so I had to kind of guess. I'm saying that Azerbaijan, Czech Republic, Israel, Estonia, Finland, Cyprus, Bulgaria, Albania, Macedonia and Switzerland are going through tonight. At the end we'll see how many I got right. Okay, we're now getting to the voting and I am going to make one change. I am going to remove Macedonia from my going through list and I'm going to replace it with Greece because after tonight's performance I don't think they will go through because it was really bad. It's over for tonight and I got 7 out of 10 right, so I didn't do too bad. And my favorites are 3, so I'm really glad. Don't know if I mentioned that Israel is, I love Israel and I really think Cyprus is gonna win it. And who else? And I love Finland, Sarah Alto. If you're not from the UK, we kind of know her from the X Factor and I really loved her in the X Factor and I really love her now. What is it? Oh, is that a new one? Sorry, we're seeing, yes. We're seeing the trailer for a new series of The Bridge. Is it The Bridge? This one? Yes, The Bridge. We love that show. Friday. Oh no, I'm going to the show on Friday. I'm going to a hypnotist show on Friday night. I've never been to one here. I've been to one once before, but I don't think that's similar. I don't know anyway. Well, we'll see. Anyway, that was the first semi-final. I'm quite happy with the results. There's nobody in there that I truly hate. And Ireland is through. I don't know how that happened. Well, I think I know how that happened. Hold on, I'm turning the sound down because there's a dinosaur show on now. After the Eurovision BBC4, a dinosaur show. This is the channel not many people watch. The Ireland got through, and I'm going to tell you that because I was chatting with Sam, who is a gay guy. They have a gay couple dancing, 2 men in the video clip, and they have them on stage as well. And the song is very boring. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's just very boring. But they have the dancers on stage and it's very focused on the dancers. And I was saying to Sam, if it wasn't for the dancer, you wouldn't like the song. You wouldn't want it in the final 10 of this semi-final. And he said yes, but the dancers are here. And I think that's the only reason why they got through. But anyway, I only got through. So that's something. So yeah, I'm going to stop vlogging for today. And I will see you tomorrow. Good morning and happy Wednesday. We are in the house. It's 10 o'clock. Alfie is not going to school today because the educational psychologist is coming to the house. So in case you don't know what an educational psychologist is, it's a psychologist who works between the families and the school for children with additional needs to try and help provide them with ways for them to be able to cope at school properly, and like they would help provide like assistance and put in place anything in school that needs to be done. Now Alfie was referred by the pediatrician based on the ASD assessment and all that. So she's coming for the first time today. We haven't met her before. And she's doing a home visit first, then she will be going to Alfie's current school, although we are working towards putting things in place for next September. It might not all be in place by September because it's quite a long process, but if it's not September, it shouldn't be any later than Halloween time, so end of October. So hopefully everything goes smoothly. I have no clue what to expect today for the visit, but we'll see. So I've kind of tidied up a lot. Well, a lot. I've tidied up a lot of things that needed to tidy up, and I've tried to keep it tidy since yesterday. But this is the living room currently. I finally freed. We had 2 dumping grounds in each room. Like we have this one in the living room, which officially I would like to keep clear, apart from books like library books, stuff we're reading, and then to have a place where I can, when I'm not working, and I usually have my laptop over there with me, I can put my laptop here, and then the rest, the top, is purely decorative. Well, right now this needs to be moved, but that will do for now. And the kitchen is tidy. We have an Alfie on the ground. But look, we had a big dumping ground on that corner, and the whole table was a dumping ground. So I've left stuff we have to have access to. What do you want? Oh, your milk. And we need to get some milk. Where is the milk? Where's the milk? Where's the milk, Alfie? Oh, what are you doing? Probably gonna put that. Are you putting it in the boot too? Yeah, I mean the fridge is really far away, you know. You better put it there. Okay, good. Now you're gonna drive to get some milk? No? What are you gonna do? How are we going now? Get some milk? Where's the milk? Okay. Now we can put 2 milk in your bottle, is that it? Yeah. It's actually the next day now, and I didn't end up vlogging anything after. Everything went well. The appointment lasted about 2 hours, and I felt absolutely shattered after. I do feel like that after every single big appointment like this, because you're basically being thrown a massive load of information and you just have to process it. So that's what I did. I figured yesterday afternoon I was just absolutely wrecked, and last night Alfie took ages to go to sleep. He didn't have a great night, so I thought I'll just leave the vlogging to the side and we can start again in the morning. It is actually almost 11 o'clock already, and I'm waiting for the mechanic to come, because I can't remember if I mentioned this, but there's a fault on our car at the moment. There is a message popping up saying the depollution system is faulty. Well, that popped up when we were coming back from the farm on Monday, when we were on the motorway, and at the time we had the lights on, but I didn't realize there could be a connection with this. This message popped up, and then the car went into limp mode, so it can't go past a certain speed. It's quite hard, like it's harder to drive. I'm guessing it's a safety thing to protect the motor or something. And we have a mobile mechanic we used to use, and I sent him a message and explained the situation. And he said he would call around today to have a look at it. He thinks he knows how to fix it and it should be a quick thing, but he's hoping that's what it is, otherwise he will have to investigate. But fingers crossed, that's the thing he's thinking about, because that would cost no more than £30 to do everything together, and hopefully it will be sorted. So let's cross our fingers, because we've already spent about £1,000 on the car so far this year. That's quite enough. But we'll see. He's coming in half an hour. And yesterday I started to drive it. Basically, if I don't have the lights on the car, it's driving fine, there's no problem. That thing pops up. But if I go in the car computer thing, where you can see like when there's a fault, like a light not working or something, there's a list with the faults. Even though the message is still on from last time, the fault is not listed anymore. So he thinks it could be like maybe something on the sensor or something that could be doing that, but he's gonna have a look at everything. But then I started to drive with the lights on, and then it went into limp mode again. So he's thinking it's something. Not gonna go into details, not very interesting, but we'll see. Also, today we could potentially receive a letter with the outcome of our appeal for the PIP thing. So I am a bit of a stressed out mess right now. It might not come before early next week, but it was shipped yesterday, and if it was sent first class, it will more than likely be here today. If not, it will be either tomorrow or Monday, hopefully. I'm really hoping it comes before the weekend, because the wait is killing me. I hate this, but we'll see. So I'm on a full postman stalking mode, and we'll see if it comes. The next few days in that vlog, you will either see me cry of happiness or cry of desperation, because that would mean this system is really up. You will Alfie lately has been liking to do this. Do you want to say hello, Alfie? He has his tablet, and we have to get him used to headphones because he has a... Do you need help? He has an hearing test that he has to repeat on Monday, and he needs to get used to wear headphones, so we've managed this. No, what do you want? You can move along. Yeah, he's only starting now to know how to kind of get around his tablet to find what he wants, but he's not very patient, and sometimes he just keeps tapping and the tablet doesn't know how to cope with it. But he's actually managing to get a bit more relaxed when he does that, so that's something at least. So I was trying to pretend that I had bad news in the post, but I am too happy right now to be able to contain it. After a fight that started in September, we won the appeal. We did. I'm so glad. So James got the lowest rate of care, which is what we were thinking. Well, we were thinking if they were applying everything as it's written down, he should really get the higher one, but knowing how they were, we were being realistic, and we thought the one we were fighting for was really that one. He could be entitled to a part of the mobility one, but oh, hold on, Alfie needs help. Alfie, if you wait, there's going to be another one. There. He doesn't know how to navigate the tablet. It wasn't enough yet. So we're getting the lowest rate for the care part, which is the one we were thinking, like, if you didn't get that at all, it would be extremely unfair, and that's the one. That's what we were aiming for going to the appeal. That's what he used to get. I am so relieved. Also, my car is back. The problem is fixed. It only costed £30. Now it also means that having that issue with the James's claim meant that they also took away our tax credits. So now this can come back. It's just been a really bad situation where they suddenly, with very little warning, took away the money we were getting as help for James, and it's all going to come back, and it's been granted until January 2020. So we will have to reapply to continue it, but at least we can breathe a little bit for like a year and a half, and that feels great. It's been so stressful. It's been awful. Like, I don't know how they put people through this, but now that it's done, it means we can go to Paris not having to worry, and it means we can just breathe. It's just like, it's been so stressful for both of us to go through this. Now we can just relax. It's done. It was awful, but it was definitely worth it. We've won it. I think that I don't like it when situations are unfair, and I felt it was so unfair, and I feel like justice is done now, and it's good. It feels great. I'm so relieved. I'm so happy. I feel like I'm full of electricity. Do you know, whenever you're really stressed and you have loads of tension in your body, and then it needs to be released, and I feel like it's trapped in my body but trying to get out everywhere, and it can't find a way out. So I think whenever I come back with a win, when this happens, I'm going to tell you what I do. I put the music on really loud in my kitchen, preferably some rubbish music like Eurovision music. Maybe might be a good one for today, because second semi-final tonight. And I just have a dance off with Owen. I'm not a good dancer. Owen is not the best dancer either, but we just don't care. And that usually helps, and I think that's what we're going to do when we come back from the school run. Alfie is probably not going to be very happy about having to go now, but I'm feeling so relieved. This is after weeks of so much stress. I can't hide it. I'm just so happy right now. It's now almost Eurovision time, and Owen is in bed. Alfie is in his room watching a video, and I am not going to do a pronostic in advance. Now I will give you my estimates of who I think will pronostic is the word. What's the word, James? Forecast of who I think will be through. Once I've watched the acts, the semi-final tonight is not as good as the first one, and I don't think I can decide in advance. There's too many I don't really care for, so
Italy. That's my pick to go through.
What?
Italy.
It's not on tonight.
They're not one of the big five, were they?
But the big fives are on the final?
Is Italy one of those five?
Yes.
I remember Germany and the UK.
Germany, UK, France, Spain. Germany, UK, France, Spain.
Then it would have to be.
Hold on.
Then it would have to be the fifth one now.
Italy, yes.
Oh, I thought they won.
And then the final list of the country they're in. So yeah, I have my scorecard ready, and I have made the dinner earlier. I've made one of the HelloFresh meals, like a gnocchi and sauce kind of thing. So once I've seen everyone, I will give you my 10 that I think go through, and I will see if I do better than last semi-final where I got 7 out of 10. Well, everybody has sung, so this is my prediction. Norway, Romania, Denmark, Moldova, Australia, Georgia, Poland, Hungary, Sweden and Ukraine. And I'll let you know. You can see Alfie is up. He fell asleep earlier on the ground in the hallway after having a meltdown for a very long time because he wanted to go out of his bike. Right, monkey. Are you going to steal my corner? Yeah? Want to say hello? Say hello, Camera. What are you watching? The Eurovision? He loves, his favorite about the Eurovision is clapping in between songs. Do you like to say hello? Hello! Do you want to sing a song? Do you want to sing The Wheels on the Bus? How do you sing it? The wheels on the bus go round and round. There we go, that was. Do you want to do it or not? The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round. Is that it? Well, this time again I got 7 out of 10, right? The ones that went through that I didn't have were Slovenia, Slovenia, the Netherlands, and Serbia. And Romania and Poland and which one was the other one I had? Georgia didn't go through, but that's it. So I'm all my favorites from both semi-finals are through, so that's all I care about. And yeah, there's some I don't really like, but there's some I really hated and they are not through, so I'm very glad about that. Now Friday afternoon, and just came home from the school run and something happened that makes me really sad, and it may sound very disproportionate, but this is a lot of work that's just been ruined. Because this is where my greenhouse is. It was tied to the fence. You can still see kind of the string. Everything was, the wind is so bad, everything was ripped and everything, all the plants have tipped over. So that's all my tomatoes done and all the sunflowers done, and I've literally moved all of these into the greenhouse yesterday. I'm gutted, absolutely gutted, but it had happened before 2 years ago, but the greenhouse wasn't tied, so I had tied it in 6 points on the fence and I thought it would be enough. Well, clearly not whenever you're dealing with Northern Irish weather. Great. Good morning, happy Saturday. As you can see, I made a big effort taking my eye makeup off last night. This is brilliant. I went to the Hypnos show last night and I was hypnotized, and it worked to a certain extent. I can confirm that hypnosis does work. The only problem I had was that the man had he was speaking really fast with an accent, like a local accent, and I do struggle still sometimes with that. And whenever, I think my subconscious couldn't understand, well, even myself, I couldn't understand too much when he was speaking fast. So a lot of the instruction I couldn't actually understand what he was saying, and I felt frozen in place, like I couldn't move. I almost like I knew I was meant to do something, and it was just whatever I was trying to do, I couldn't move. But I remember feeling like all sensation, like feeling super cold. At some point I fell off my chair because apparently a cow hit me. Yeah, it was a very interesting, and even though I only managed to do it for a certain amount of time and not fully, like I didn't manage to do everything, I still was able to experience that, what they call the hypnotic trance part. Hello, Owen. I know, but so that's why I need to speak fast. Which is what I wanted to see. I had seen shows, but I hadn't had it done on me like that, and I wanted to see if it really worked, and I can confirm it actually does. Now probably 3 o'clock or something. We've been to dance class. We are off to a communion party.
Yeah.
With, hold on, Charman is singing. There's Owen.
Yeah.
Happy. Yay! And James and me, we're off just to the like a local hall.
Yeah.
Hall for a couple of hours. It's a kids party. Hold on, James is going to help me multitask there. I'm trying to put my seatbelt on, but it's going to, there we go. And then we are going to go home. And what's happening tonight?
We are having a pizza party while watching the Eurovision final, and unlike Eurovision semi-final 1 and 2, I'm staying up.
Yes, he's allowed to stay for the final because there's no school tomorrow, so you can sleep in. Alfie, on the other hand, you're going to get very tired in the bouncy castle, and tonight you're going to have a big sleep. Are you? No, okay. This is being realistic. Let's go. I probably won't film the christening, but not the christening, the communion, one of those. We'll see you later on. In the car on my own with Alfie. It is about 25 minutes till the Eurovision starts, and I've been prepping for it. So James was on food duty. I was on getting Alfie to sleep duty in the car. I just brought him in the car. He was wrecked, but he was fighting sleep, and I thought I'd rather sacrifice 20 minutes driving around now, and then we can watch the Eurovision piece. Now I'm going to get him in bed, and then we are going to paint our faces with the one, because we thought now that we're making a little party out of it, we may as well go for it. So we're both getting an Israel flag because that's our favorite act, both of us. There's a lot of acts I really love, but we'll talk about that later. We have our flags on. Yeah. James has the French flag because James's favorite song is the French one. It is officially the final of the Eurovision. Are you ready, Owen?
Yeah.
It is 20 past midnight. I'm in my office because I cannot sleep. Owen went to bed after all this, the singers had sung. He was falling asleep, so he hasn't seen the result. I think he's talking at the stairs. Hold on. Israel won, and that was our favorite with Owen. We are obsessed with that song, and I am so happy. It's a very different song, and I didn't think it would win. I thought it would do very well, but I thought Cyprus was going to win. And I cannot tell you how happy I am, and I am so happy right now that despite the time I cannot sleep. So I'm going to do some painting in a dress like this, because oh my god, I can't believe they won. I am so happy right now. It's such a different song, but it's an amazing song. I love it so much. I love Netta, the girl who won, and I really wanted them to win so bad because the messages she brings through her songs are so important to me. She represents a lot of things that are really important to me, and I'm so happy that people have voted for her a lot because she got a lot of points. I am so glad. Yeah, I'm feeling so happy right now. I'm just going to stop the vlogging for now. I think tomorrow I'm actually going to probably put Owen through watching the jury and popular vote like results as a video before telling him who won, because it's such an exciting moment. I think if I just told him, he wouldn't live it the way we lived it there, and we got really scared because the jury vote was really not what we expected, and I thought, oh please don't tell me this is gonna win, and I wasn't happy at all. And then the popular vote turned everything around. I was so glad. Anyway, I got some new watercolors today. I'm treating myself to a watercolor palette. So I'm going to test it. I've only swatched all the colors earlier there, and I'm going to test it on a piece of paper to see how they do. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do now at almost 12:30 in the evening, because the Eurovision was won by an amazing act, and I can't sleep because I'm too happy. So I guess it's better that way than when I'm too stressed. I have missed out on sleep a lot because I was too stressed lately, so not being able to sleep because I'm too happy is a nice change. I like it. Anyway, I'll see you probably in the morning or at some point during tomorrow. Bye! Good morning, it's the next morning and I am now showing Owen the result bit of the Eurovision. He still doesn't know who won.
And Israel was last getting the points so far.
So I'll show you his reaction whenever the winner is announced.
The highest score with 249 points is Italy.
This is it. It's down to the wire. Israel or Cyprus.
I hope Israel is last so it can beat everyone because it gets 4 points.
Do you think that can happen?
Yeah.
And
See?
yes, I must be so nervous. A great result there for Italy.
With 253 points is Cyprus!
I think, I'm pretty sure, that means that Netta. Yes.
Are you happy?
Yes!
She was the early favorite, and she slipped down.
But you guess what? Do you know what the winner gets to do? They sing the song again.
Sages Hampson very kindly saying congratulations there.
What?
Are you happy?
Yes. Look, next year.
Yeah. This is what is happening right now.
Good night.
When are you not dancing?
It's just that good.
When is as happy as I am, I think, about the results. Are you very happy? Oh, what, do you have anything to say? What do you have to say? You're very happy? I'm not gonna get to work. I had quite a lot of orders last week, so I need to finish to do them. I'm gonna stop the vlogging for now because today is gonna be a lazy day at home. I'm just gonna do some tidying up, some laundry, probably cut the grass if the weather stays nice because it needs to be cut, finish orders, maybe do some editing and all that. So yeah, and I need to tidy up. As you can see, the office behind me is a mess, so there's a lot of tidying up to do. Yeah, it's just gonna be a boring day. So, and I think there's been plenty already. This vlog is probably very long, but it was Eurovision week and I wanted to document it. I cried again when I saw the results there because, well, I think Owen is feeling the things a lot. Well, we know that, but he cries very easily for things, but I didn't think he would cry that much for the results of the Eurovision. I know it doesn't mean the same to him as it means to me, this win, but it was very important in different ways for both of us, and I am so glad that the first Eurovision Song Contest he's ever watched in his life, it was the one that he really wanted to win so badly that won. It was great. And the way the jury vote went, where you thought, oh no, they're not gonna win, and then suddenly everything is like, oh, it was amazing. Anyway, this is the end of this vlog. If you don't like Eurovision, I'm sorry. This was a vlog that's, you know, has it. But if you don't like it, just don't watch my vlogs any year during the Eurovision week, because it's gonna be in it, really. Right, time to get to work. I will see you in the next vlog, hopefully in a week or so. If I'm late, I've been vlogging like constantly for the past couple of weeks, 3 weeks maybe even. but it's the editing I struggle to do quickly. So usually when I don't post the vlogs regularly, it's because I'm struggling to find the time to edit in between everything else. But yes, I'll see you in the next vlog. Bye!